Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Please be joined by Camden Pawlick of Saline football. How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Doing well. So wrapped up a pretty good season. Obviously not the way that you wanted it to end, but still a pretty good year for you guys.
Yeah, it was a solid year, and we were able to do a lot of things this year.
So just like, just talk about this season. What really went well for you guys?
What really went well, I'd say our offense was really clicking throughout the whole year. We were able to run the ball this year compared to last year. And I can't remember which game, but one of the games we had 4 or 5 rushing touchdowns, which was unheard of for the Saline football team.
Yeah. What position do you play, Camden?
I started the season at right tackle, but then our starting left tackle got hurt, and I moved over to left tackle. And I also played on the defensive line at defensive tackle.
So playing both sides of the ball, what's that like for you?
Well, at the start of the year, it was hard. Don't get it wrong. Like, it was tough at the start of the year, especially against Brighton when it was like 100 degrees. But as the games went on, I ended up playing 123 snaps against Lake Orion.
Yeah. So just, going from from right tackle to left tackle, is there like a difference or something?
There is, but it's like a mental switch that you have to flip because in the basics, it's all the same. It's just flipped. So once you start getting the hang of it, it starts clicking. And then by the end of the year, it felt as natural as right tackles did.
Yeah. What were some of biggest accomplishments what were some of the actually no, I'll take that back. What were some of the things that you really wanted to work on this season heading in? And what do you feel like what were some of the things that you felt like you got better at from the beginning of the year to the end of the year?
Heading into the season, my main goal was to work on my technique on both sides of the ball and to bulk up and get bigger. I ended up getting to about 240 for the start of season, but I dropped some throughout the season. But what I felt like really got better throughout the season was my ability to handle later in the games. Like in the beginning of the season, I was not able to finish games like at full stamina. But then, as I mentioned earlier, Lake Orion, I felt like I could go another quarter after the game ended.
Yeah. What did you really do to kind of go for that? Because obviously the first game of the season, that was all obviously the game with 100-degree heat and all that.
Really, it was I started practicing more on both sides of the ball and then doing more of that, and they rep me in more so I could get used to the feeling of going both ways. And I also ran some after practice some days to help boost my endurance.
Yeah. So, what are some of your what were some of the best moments from this season, you think?
The best moments was I have a couple, but for me personally, the best moments was against Brighton, which was our first game. I had 2 sacks that game on the defensive side of the ball, and I didn't play defense for a whole year before that. And then as a team, I'd say either against Skyline when we set a school record for the amount of points scored, we put up 70, or I'd say our revenge win against Dexter week 2.
Yeah. Um, to know that you have another year, left, of course, hard to believe, but obviously, you still have a lot of your junior year left, but the next time you'll be getting on a football field, you'll be a senior. So
Yeah.
what is that gonna be like for you knowing that you got one last shot at this thing?
Knowing that for me is gonna make me play to the highest level I can. And also it's gonna be the year for me to get college looks. Like I have a couple, but not really like looks. So next year is really when I'm gonna be harping in on getting colleges interested.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you're really gonna so what has it been like since football ended? Like what are you did you go right back into back into training for next season, or did you take some time off, or what did you do?
Our season ended, and then I took a week off because I sprained my ankle in the Belleville game. So I took a week off, but starting yesterday, Monday, I got back into lifting and everything, and I'm gonna start training up soon.
Yeah. What are some of the biggest things that you're going to really focus on heading in, to next season? Because yeah, I know we're only in November and the season's not even and there's still 2 more weeks left of football, with the semifinals and finals. But the summer's going to be here before you know it.
Yeah. What I'm really focusing on is bulking up and improving my technique. I've been lifting with my trainer, Mike Koval. I'm gonna be lifting with him throughout all winter and spring and the summer. And I'm also gonna be doing my offensive line and defensive line training with Keith Barbie and Eric Kroom.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you like mentally get ready for a game, Camden?
Really, because it's a school day, I go into school like expecting to like just have it be a normal day. I think of it as a normal day until school gets out. And then when school gets out, then I'm like, it's go time. So I put on my headphones and then, well, actually, wait, we have our team meal right after school. So we all eat and then Coach Balka talks to us. And then after that, it's go time. So I put on my headphones and I get locked in and go sit in the locker room and watch some film.
Okay. What do you like think about right before a game?
Really, it's to play to the best of my ability to help me and my teammates achieve the best goal of winning.
Okay. All right. Let's get to know you, Camden. How about that?
All right.
What's I know we've kind of talked about best moments, but do you have a favorite moment throughout the past 3 years of playing high school football?
Like I kind of do, but nothing really sticks out other than this season when I've gotten my sacks. Oh, actually, wait. One of my best plays came against Monroe. I went out to go block a screen and I absolutely smoked a corner. And that was probably one of my best offensive plays.
Okay. Favorite player growing up?
It would probably be Aaron Donald, but now it's Trent Williams because of just the things he's like able to do at his size, and he plays the position I do.
Yeah. Let's see. And finally, what is one goal that you have for next season?
One goal I have for next season is to be able to start the season at least 270 pounds. So I'd be adding about 50 pounds from now.
Okay. All right. Well, Camden, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us, and congrats on a great season, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.